They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. On fourth down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. This will be fielded at the 17. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
Not difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Looking for Lockett, and he's got him working his way free across the middle. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Straight ahead, Walker. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Sticking with Walker on second down. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. On third down, Clifton. He finds his man, complete. It's Walker. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? Third down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. They'll go option on second down, right side. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Lance going to try and throw on third down here. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's going to have a Niners first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. Well, these two teams hooking up for the second time this year. They first met back in October, week 7. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Lance. James has got it, complete. Here's 2nd and a yard. Lance going to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll be brought down just short of 30.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. on 2nd and 9. Lance to the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Well, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down. Throwing now is Lance. And that will be incomplete. Here comes the 49ers punter now. Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. As Seattle now ready to march onto the field. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Clifton. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
On the counter, it's Walker. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. Clifton. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he's got a 1st down following a pickup of about 13 as we will take a pause here for the 2-minute warning. Two minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Throwing on 1st down. Clifton. Now wasted time going right back to DK Metcalf. 12 more yards for him there. It's a 1st down.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's a quick slant to Lockett. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Back to throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Walker. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Noah Fant from 13 yards out. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am. Go ahead and tapping out the first half. There's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, where they want to let the return guy touch it.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. Throwing on first down is Lance. Here's Mitchell with a catch out of the backfield. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Throwing again on second down. Lance throws the out route and completes it to Samuel. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Lance now on first down, sliding out of the pocket. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. From the 44, Lance toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Working from the gun, Lance. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 40.
Okay, I'm not a fan of any routes that just, turn around defensive backs, mainly because I was a defensive back. But the comeback route is so difficult because to sell it, you're selling it like it's a deep route before you come back towards either the line of scrimmage or the sideline. And boy, that would work to perfection.
So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have the show at halftime as they head to the lock. Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Second down. Here's an option right. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Running left, here's Mitchell. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. Right back to Mitchell on second down. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. Lance looking to throw it. That's to Mitchell out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. first down. Clifton. He lets it fly for Lockett. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. Oh, Lance has it knocked free. The ball is loose. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. I looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, some type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. On second down, it's Walker. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards there and a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Now a play fake here on first down. Catch is made by Metcalf. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
On first and 10, Clifton going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this one is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Off the play fake, Clifton. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on third and long. Operating from the gun, Clifton completes it to Fant on the right side. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be fourth down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on third down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a first down.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good, and we will remain tied here in this third quarter.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
The Niners set to take over on offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10. And they'll begin by running the option.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
They run over center with Mitchell.
And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now Lance. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Well, you don't expect too many quarterbacks to be adept at breaking away from would-be tacklers, but this is uncommonly good right here as he's able to get away.
Yeah, and at the risk of sounding just a little bit trite, this is just a tackle that needs to be made. It's one thing when you've got a bruising 230-pound running back coming your way, but when it's a quarterback who's running for his life, your teammates will tell you, you've got to get him on the ground.
From the gun, a give to Mitchell.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Lance going to hold on to it.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
Considering they've seen him have some big gains against him throughout this game, that's got to feel like a measure of revenge as they trap him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down.
And Lance now to throw. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. Lance on target to Samuel for a Niner first.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down in bounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Here's the option, running right. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell.
And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Here's Lance to throw it. And that's dropped underneath to Mitchell.
And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that. But let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
And Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
Throwing on 1st down. Clifton. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore.
Finding room at midfield.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just help receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Clifton, left side here, taken in by Metcalf. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On 1st down, Clifton. Over the middle, complete. It's Moore. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. He hits his target, Lockett. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. It's their quarterback scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Seahawks have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. This has definitely been a back-and-forth affair, and now they have the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and they gave up the field goal on that last drive, as we remember, but it felt like their offense told them, don't worry about it. We've got your backs. We'll come back with a touchdown of our own, and they did.
Blankenship out for the point after. And that makes it 14-10. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. This will be fielded inside the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. For now, this offense comes back out onto the field. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Lance going to keep it on the option. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And that'll go for a gain of 18 on the keeper. 1st down.
Boy, what would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And Lance again going to keep it. And he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. Oh, what a move. He was having success there holding on to it on the option, but ultimately problems downfield, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, and this is a tough one because you know you'd prefer to have your quarterback either heading to the sidelines or getting down at the end of the play. But you've got an aggressive one. He's fighting for extra yardage, and he gets stripped there. You don't need him to be a hero in that situation. You want your quarterback taking care of himself.
Following the fumble recovery, Clifton. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Clifton. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a 1st down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
On 1st and 10, Clifton. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. They'll look to throw again. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. To throw again, Clifton escaping the pressure right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers are right back in this football game.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And San Francisco gets set to go here.
The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome. They'll start with the option.
And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 and the 24. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Another run with Mitchell.
And some room to work. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
47 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
On the handoff, Mitchell. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
On 2nd and 9, Lance. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. That time, finally, a measure of revenge as they get him down behind the line.
It almost felt like relief, didn't it? Because with the success he's had throughout this game, you'd almost expect him to get free and pick up 10 to 15 every time he takes off. Not in that case. That has to feel good for the defense.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. They brought him in off the corner, and he gets in to drop him for a loss of 4.
Well, certainly some teams are not intimidated by down and distance on defense, are they? 3rd and very long? Let's go get this guy again. Big-time pressure.
Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to kick it away. Now it's Lockett. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And they will take over 1st and 10. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard. Looking to throw. Clifton looking for the out route, and he's got more. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Throwing on 1st down. Clifton. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll let this go for the end zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett. 50 yards.
And the Seahawks look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that makes it a 21-10 game. Just a 4-play drive that time.
And it ends with a Tyler Lockett touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Takes it at the 7.
Out on the field now, here come the 49ers.
Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Lance and the 49ers now, 1st and 10.
At their own 28-yard line.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Yes. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
A give here to Mitchell. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
On 2nd and 9, Lance. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here's Lance.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
To throw again on 2nd down, Lance.
And he'll be brought down at the 27. Excellent work there by Lance as he scrambles for the first down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Throwing now is Lance. Looking for the out route. He's got it. Complete to Kittle. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 13-yard line. Lance checks this one down. It's Mitchell. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Off of play action, here's Lance. Flushed out right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Gano's kick is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And this is going to be taken in by the Seahawks. And it would appear and he fumbled it. It's on the ground. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on specialty.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Sticking with Walker on second down. And he gets it down to the 32. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Well, a tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this first down. On third down, here's Walker, and he'll go down at the 28. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Blankenship's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the big return had them fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. So Lance and the Niners down by 11, a little under 30 seconds remaining. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a first down. Lance now on first down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. One final try now for Lance. Flush to his right. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. So the victory here for Seattle. Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they